Good morning. Izet from Zetster's lab. It looks like rain. It's so dry, so that will be wonderful. I'm having my cup of coffee, and I was thinking, oh, look at that awesome flowers there in my pot. I don't know what it is, but that plant has been blooming for about 3 months non-stop. I mean, it's ridiculous. I have no idea what it is. I got a little piece from my hairdresser. I put it in that pot, and when it started to grow, it's just going. It must be in the exact spot it loves or whatever, but wow, I've never had a pot plant that bloomed that abundantly. I mean, it's just crazy, the abundance. Every morning when I come out, it's just more and more blooms. The blooms are actually now overtaking the leaves. So as soon as it stops blooming, I'm gonna replant it, divide it, and put it in other pots, because that is just the most amazing thing. I'll try and find out what it is and put it in the link below. But as I was busy washing my dishes again this morning, I once again felt rushed. And the only thing that came into my mind over and over again was, slow down. You got to slow down. And I even started to wash the dishes a little bit slower, and I started to feel more at ease, peaceful, because as soon as you start doing something, yesterday I talked about feeling rushed, how we miss life because we are feeling so rushed, and we moved into the future, missing the present life now. And this is more about the same. We got to slow down, because as I was washing, as I was really focusing on slowing down, I started to move into this moment, into life, or I started to allow the life in me to I started to experience the life in me, let's say it. I wasn't overwhelmed by the life by what was happening outside of me, and by my emotions and my mind and the whole ego thing. I was just starting to feel at ease. And all my talks and my whole life is really about finding peace and joy in the moment. No matter what I'm going through in this realm, I really, really have this absolute desire to experience heaven, peace and joy now. I don't want to be controlled by the things of this world any longer. I don't want to be like the ship on the ocean, just going up and down, controlled by my emotions, controlled by my mind, believing everything everybody is saying, and live in constant fear. I don't want that anymore. I really want to experience life, the abundance of life now. Otherwise, what's the use of being here in this realm if you only try to get to the next thing and you miss life? Because it was so funny. Our internet is down at home. We're moving internet providers, and so now we don't have internet at home, so I need to buy the thing and put it on airtime, and then so I don't browse as much, and I cannot watch Netflix. So all of a sudden I've got all this time on my hands, and no TV at in the evenings especially. So I was in bed at about 7 o'clock because once again I found this book that we bought for R2 at the charity shop, and this drama love story thing about this man making all the husband jealous. When they are having affairs with other women, he becomes the lover of the woman, something like that. It's just crazy. It's just fun to read, you know. Everybody got his problems. Life in this realm is not easy. So we got to stop trying to save our lives, getting our lives to turn out as we want and believe it should, because it never helps. It doesn't work. I mean, really think about it. What choices did you really have? Things happening to you and to others and whatever. So the only power that we actually have is how we react to situations. And that it all speaks about still the mind. Be still and know. Start to live from the inside to the outside, and do not allow the outside things to rule you, but be still and slow down and allow the life in you, the abundant peace, joy, power, wisdom, provision, whatever you may need, to flow. It's always flowing, but for you to experience it, you got to let go of the ego and the mind and trying to be in control. So yes, last night we went to bed. I was in bed at 7 reading my love story book, and later on Herman was coming, and I don't know what. I think at 9 o'clock we put down off the light, and I couldn't sleep, and the next minute he was up putting the dogs out. They wanted to go out. And I thought, why not? So I put on the light again and started reading once again. He couldn't sleep either. So he went and I got some ice cream. And the two of us were sitting eating ice cream in bed. I had no idea how late it was. And then I continued reading. It's small things, but it was so precious. And you know, I've also realized we ignore the small things in life because we are waiting and longing for these big things to happen, and we miss life because life happens now in the small things. And so this day I just want to share with you what I really experience now in the midst of this, having no internet, and how it forces me to slow down. Because you know, back to my brushing my teeth, I'm always so rushed brushing my teeth. It's just chip, and then it's done, because I think about everything else. And it's just a small thing, but we do that. And what is going to happen if I just calm down, brush calmly, and then when I'm done, slowly move into the next thing? It slows your spirit down. I don't know what it is, but it's just amazing. So cheers to slowing down. Cheers to realizing life, abundance of life, is in the small things. It's in what's happening in your life now. So yes, I'm sitting in my beautiful garden. I bought some plants the other day, and all my pot plants are beautiful, and I'm having my coffee, and I'm thinking of going to make some more dresses, because why not? I can. Remember, I got this huge bag of material from a friend, and in that bag there was a lot of beautiful larger pieces, enough for a little mini dress like this, or a longer one. So, and you know what? Some of them are not materials that I would have chosen for myself. But the nicest thing is now I can mix and match and just be present today. So cheers on being present today. Have a fantastic day. And remember, your life, the life in you, is magnificent. If you start to focus on the life in you, instead of trying to change your outward circumstances, I mean, we really believe if we find another job, if we get rid of our husband, if our kids leave home, or when the flying ban is lifted so that I can go and visit my kids in Thailand, that life will be better. That's not true, because life happens now, and we either allow that abundant life that is in us to flow through us and bring us the peace and the joy and the happiness and the provision and the whatever wisdom that we may need now. Because you know what? If you are experiencing peace, there will be peace in your world. So we got to stop trying to find peace in this outside realm, because the only peace that we will ever experience in this realm is when we start to live out of the peace and the joy and the abundance of life that is peace. So if we do not experience peace in us, we're not going to experience it in this world. So it all comes back to, once again, find the life, the abundance of life that is in you now, because life happens now. Cheers to slowing down. Have a fantastic day. Just breathe and know all is well. Your life is unfolding perfectly, whether you believe it or not. Everything is going according to plan. All you need to do is just make peace with your journey, with what is happening in your life. Let go. Just let go all your preconceived ideas of how you think your life is supposed to turn out, and just make peace with what is happening. Slow down. Have a fantastic day.